What's up, guys? This is Brent from 247parts.com, the best place online to buy your John Deere parts. Now, in this video, we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to clean your lawnmower air filters. Now, keep in mind that most of the time, whenever we're talking about our riding lawn equipment or our push mowers, whatever those are, these air filters are going to be generally pretty inexpensive. So if cleaning them is not something you want to mess with, then just go ahead and toss that thing and go get a new one. But if you are that person that really likes to be frugal, likes to get the most out of your filters or the most bang for your buck, then cleaning your filters isn't that hard of a deal to do. Now, I have two different ones here, one off of a larger mower, one off of your residential style John Deere mowers. So we'll go ahead and take these apart. Now, a lot of times on these filters, you're going to have this foam piece on the outside. This is your pre-filter, and it is just going to be a very simple piece of foam. But as you can see there, just with me squeezing on it, maybe you can see that dust falling out of it. These are to keep the dust out of your paper filter that you're going to see underneath. Now, this is on a unit that was recently serviced, does not have near as much use to it as this one here. This one comes off of my X320 that I use out here, that I mow around the barn here, so it gets super nasty. I'll probably end up just replacing this filter, but this will be a good one to show you how to get these clean. So I'm going to take off this nasty pre-filter here, just like so. Now I'm going to get this one out of the way just so that you can see the amount of debris that's going to come off of this thing. Now, we talked about a little bit that we do have a foam outer filter, and then we're going to have a paper inner filter. One thing that we need to keep in mind whenever we are looking at these types of filters is we do not want to use any types of chemicals really on these to clean them unless absolutely necessary. A lot of times what you'll see is in filter cleaning using such things as brake cleaner or carb cleaner, but we do not want to do that on foam. For one, because it'll start to swell it up and then eventually dissolve it. So we don't want to use any chemicals on this foam. And then also whenever we get over here to the paper, if we're using those chemicals on this paper, it's going to deteriorate it a lot faster than if we go with the two main methods that I'm going to show you today. Now, the first one, very simple. Take it off, get it to where it's all out, you can shake it out, and then also the next best thing is to tap it out, just like so. Tap it all the way around, just like so. We can see just how much debris we can get out of this filter just simply by tapping it out on the table. All right, so once we've got that done, once we've got it tapped out, we can go ahead and check that out, and we can see in those pleats that we are still pretty dirty. So a lot of times what this is going to call for is going to be for a bit of air, but we want to be careful when we're using compressed air because we don't want to damage those fins. So I'm going to clean this up. Now, like we talked about, this is a pleated paper filter. So if we try to get real up close and personal with this air, what you're going to do is you're going to damage those fins. So whenever you're blowing this out, you want to keep a good distance, but here we'll go ahead and do that. And then we can do the same thing with our foam filter. Now, the one thing that you can do with your foam filter that you're not necessarily able to do with your paper filter. Now, you can do this, but I wouldn't suggest it just so we don't run into those issues of having it falling apart and wearing sooner than you want it to. Is with the foam filter, you can take this inside into your kitchen sink, under your water faucet, whatever that is, and clean it out with soap and water. Just make sure that you get it good and dry before you were to go reinstall that. Make sure to set it out in the sun, someplace good where it's going to dry off. But if you don't want to do that, you can go with the method that I just showed you by tapping it around, and you can see just how much debris is going to come out. Now, if you want to get good up close and personal with this foam, that will be okay. My suggestion, get it down here on the table. Now, a pretty good indicator that your filters are clean are whenever you can take them after you've blown them out or cleaned them out, and you can hit them down on the table here, and you are not leaving any residue. Same thing here with our inner air filter. Drop it down on all sides here, give it a good shake, give it a good knock, and no debris. So that filter there is going to be good to go back onto the machine. So pretty easy to clean these filters. Your two best friends when doing this are going to be gravity and air. So make sure that whenever you are cleaning out those lawnmower filters, we are taking care of those. We're doing this from time to time, a couple of times a season, depending on how dusty and dirty this is, because we have to remember that the air is the life source of that engine. That air has to mix with that fuel to cause that combustion, and that mower has to be able to breathe and be able to cool itself off, and that is all done here through this filter. So make sure that we're taking care of that. But guys, I hope this video helped you out. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, we just ask that you would hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, if you need any John Deere parts at all, make sure to go check us out at 247parts.com. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey, guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.